On the official Surge Concerto Twitter account, they announced that the Nosurge DX game will be censored on Steam because, everybody knows Steam loves to go around and censor those games because, if it's anime games, well, they're definitely against it, which is absolutely absurd. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have it better tomorrow. So as we've been seeing, Steam has been cracking down more and more on anime games. It's been really frustrating to see. I mean, of course, there's been a few other games they've gone after, but it's mostly been anime games. Yet again, well, here they are. This is from the Surge Concerto account about Nosurge DX. Now, we're going to get into this in just a moment. I wanted to say, first off, I did create a Minds account. So if you want to follow me on Minds, be sure to follow me there. Keep you up to date on things, as well as my Discord. They will all be in the links in the description. So be sure to check them out if you're interested. Talk about anime, video games, pop culture, and other related things. So let's get into this. So Sage Concerto Official, they came out and stated this. Notice regarding the Steam version of Nosurge Prey for the Born Stars DX. We are announcing the following changes to the in-game expression from the original version based on the guidelines for content distribution of Steam as of 2021. I will correct some scenes and stills to follow the guidelines. So, of course, leave it to Steam to go full Puritan because they've been cracking down, and this has been going on for a while. I mean, there was a game last year that was banned from Steam, and it was an anime game. They've been really cracking on the anime games, really pulling out that ban hammer, which has been absolutely absurd. And then, of course, here they are yet again, now censoring games. And Steam used to just not care. They just let anything really just go up on their platform. And, with a lot of Puritans running around, all the clowns, screeching, "Oh, sexy woman, bad! You gotta get the adult content out of here." With that going on, then they listen to that crap. It's ridiculous. Hence why now they started going censor happy, which is not good. They've gone the way of the Puritan. So taking a look at this article from Niche Gamer, Nosurge DX to be censored on Steam. So the upcoming remaster of Gus sci-fi RPG titled Nosurge DX has reportedly been altered in order to meet Steam's guidelines for content distribution. And here's the Twitter statement, but we're going to look past that because we've already read that. In recent months, Valve has increased the enforcement of their guidelines across multiple titles and genres. Most recently, both Super Seducer 3 and Evenical 2 were delayed due to Valve's interference. And then here's the guidelines. Listen to this. Interestingly, the Steam guidelines contradict Valve's statement in 2018 where they intended to admit anything to the Steam store except for things that we decide are illegal or straight up trolling. So basically, they're going against what they used to stand for, which, now that they're falling more to the Puritan standard, they're going to censor whatever they deem as a problem or an issue. And this is the thing you've been seeing a lot is where, like Patreon, for example, well, they went after anime art because they said that the characters, even if they were 18 or older, well, they still looked young, like too young, which is ridiculous because, like, when you think about it, the artwork, well, that was drawings, and drawings don't even technically have an age because, it's lines on paper. But then, of course, them having issues with pixels as well, that's pixels. You know what I mean? And it's just really dumb. And then with this, they're actually going against their own guidelines because while their guidelines tries to take care of things that would be trolling or illegal, well, this doesn't fit either category. So they're basically starting to become the fun police and going after whatever they would deem as inappropriate, which is really dumb because the things that they could deem inappropriate aren't at all. It's like Evenical 2, which was rejected from full release on Steam due to some of its adult content. You see, this is absolutely ridiculous. You also look at whenever they went at Bokuten, and they took that down, and they never even gave a notification to the publisher when the publisher had it set the way that Steam wanted it to be, but they took it down regardless. I mean, this is what I mean by they've bent the knee, because this is exactly what they're doing here, And looking at the Evenical 2 issue, whenever they just rejected the full release from Steam, well, look at this, okay? Lewd Gamer also reports the clinical trial edition featured the first 7 chapters, but removed one certain scene that was removed to appease Steam, The cutscene was shown on Lewd Gamer, where a somewhat flat-chested woman exposes some stuff, and has a spicy scene. The reason for the game being dropped from Steam is currently unknown, and several theories into what the game's content could be are betrayed by what games are currently allowed on Steam, including the first game. The mature content description of the demo does list anything that was not already mentioned in the first identical game. The description notes all instances of any reproductive organs artistic representation are censored with pixelization over the specific areas. All characters in the game are at least 18 years of age or older. So they always try to make the argument that, oh, well, the style makes them look too young. They must be too young. And then they were just like, that's not allowed. When, that's not the case. Like I said, these characters don't even have an age technically because they're drawings or they're pixels. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you see this all the time. And I mean, it's just so dumb. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And this is always the same argument that you'll see from like Steam or that you've seen from Patreon or wherever else has tried to take anime games off the platform. I mean, there are some games that aren't even anime related. They went after like Super Seducer 3 being delayed. That was another one, which yet again, absolutely ridiculous because this is peak clown world here. If the games aren't family friendly, then the Puritans screech about it. And they're like, oh no, you gotta take it down. It's really dumb. I mean, look at this. Super Seducer 3 has been delayed after online storefront Steam removed the game demo for its spicy subject matter. Super Seducer 3 was originally featured in the Steam Game Festival with a one-level demo, but the demo was ultimately removed from the event according to game creator Richard LaRuna. Richard LaRuna has since been informed that certain scenes will need to be altered or removed entirely in order to pass Steam standards. But yet, then again, it doesn't make any sense because it's not anything that's illegal. Whenever a game has a rating, right? Like, 18 and older, well, if you're 18 or older, well, then you can buy it. Like, do you get what I mean? So it's really not an issue, but they make it an issue to say that, oh, this is a problem. This is an actual problem when it's not. And I mean, you can clearly tell that it's not, but they treat it as it is. Like I said, they gotta be the fun police. They gotta take away what people enjoy because, nobody can have fun, which is ridiculous. And, if I had to say what they should do, this is my opinion, is that if Steam's going to censor their games, which they shouldn't, but, if they're going to be like, oh, but you got to censor it, well, then I would just take my business elsewhere. And the fans, they'll definitely follow the developers and the publishers wherever they're going to go. I mean, considering that it's also going to be on the Switch, looking on its website, it's actually going to be on the Switch and PS4. Now, PS4, don't know what they'll do considering that Sony has gone full, just woke and wanting to censor everything. So, I don't know if it would be censored there or not either. But when it comes to the Switch, the Switch won't be like, hey, you have to censor it. So, the Switch would probably be the safest bet. But even so, when you look at this, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not doing anything that would go against Steam's guidelines. There's no trolling. There's nothing illegal in it. But they try to treat it like it's the worst thing ever, when it's not. And, I know these businesses are afraid that they could lose money by switching off to another platform or something. But the best thing to do is so that they can keep things intact. If they announce that a game, like say for example, this is going to go to the Switch, right? Say if it was only going to the Switch though. I think a lot of people would go to it because they'd be like, oh, well, it's a Switch and Switch is doing really good right now. So yeah, I'd go to it. And they also don't have to worry about the product being censored. So, there's that. And when you look at it, you look at all these clowns because what they try to do is they try to make people bend the knee. And Sony already has done it. Sony's gotten woke. And, we've seen how self-destructive that's been for them because any company that goes woke, they just basically destroy themselves. So, they're going for Steam. And so it seems like Steam themselves are just going to be like, hey, look, we'll do it too. And this is why, it seems like Steam's just going to continue to crack down on censorship and it's just going to continue to get worse, which is ridiculous. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here. Make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord of Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the news videos will be released as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord and Minds. The link is in the description. down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.